As I said, once they get one property from you and you fulfill your promises, they'll just keep giving you more. I fulfilled the promises with my other Airbnbs that I got, hence why they came to me again.
If it went to UK, would have had an AK-47 with 100 rounds. Red carpet on my trackie and Air Max. They want to play with a London style. We ain't got generational wealth, got a couple of mil for my unborn.
Yes, boys, welcome to another video. It's Destiny Ockerson here. It's a late one today. Well, not late, but it's 4:13. Had uni, went to my other property. This is going to be a quick day in the life. And I'm actually going to take you guys with me to a viewing of one of my recent properties that I might pick up. I was in the gym last night and an agent messaged me saying he sent me this nice, lovely apartment. You can see quick scan of it. Nice apartment, okay? It's got everything. It's got movie room, it's got a spa, it's got nice communal lounge, and as soon as you enter, it's got everything you need. You can see the pictures here quickly. I mean, we're gonna go in, but I can just show you the pictures quickly. It's got a pool room, it's got everything that you want in an Airbnb. So this agent messaged me while I was in the gym saying, Destiny, I've got a property for you. I know that you take every property I give you. Here's another one. So this is exactly what I say to my mentees. Once you get one deal from a landlord, they keep coming to you with more and more properties. We're gonna enter this apartment. It's the one on the very far right, the tallest building there. And yeah, I have high hopes for this property. Hopefully, I've done my due diligence. I just did a quick hour just looking at Airbnbs in the area, comparing the day rate, looking at competition in the area, seeing how they're doing, seeing how much the competitions are booked. I can show you an example right now. We're looking at around 70-80% occupancy rate. I mean, just before I recorded this video, I was on Airbnb looking at competition. There's a Airbnb that's a 1-bedroom, 1 bathroom, kitchen, exactly like mine, same standard, but mine's obviously higher spec because it's got more amenities to it. That's for £104 a night, and that's being booked for the whole of December. That's 100% occupancy rate for the whole of December, so I have no worries with this property. I mean, the rent is 1,400, but I found a comparable on the market for 1,350, so I'm going to negotiate that down to 1,300. And they're also asking for an agency fee, but I'm not going to pay agency fee, first month rent, first month deposit. So I spoke to the agent on the phone saying I'm only going to take this on today if they give me a 1 month free rent period. So, and then what I can also do, because it's partially furnished, I can use 1 week to just full on furnish the property. And because I get 4 weeks free, the remaining 3 weeks will be making me money. So I can literally get the Airbnb for free essentially, because I'm going to be getting paid for the 3 weeks once I've set it up. So these tactics is what I'm using, is what my mentees are using. If you want to obviously get started in property Ballers Academy in the link in bio. We're just waiting for the agent to come through. And yeah, it's a really nice property, really nice apartment. It's really high up. I don't know if you can see there, the AO Arena is right there. Literally beautiful area, literally, guys. So this property it's available for every type of guest. You can see in my previous videos, I say you have to have a target market, target audience. But with this property, with this flat, I can take on every type of guest. You know, car park right here, AO Arena right there. Arndale is a 10-minute walk. What else? Victoria Station is 5-minute walk from here, and it can also attract tourists. This is a tourist attraction. You can see them around. These are tourist attractions, okay? So when tourists come around, they will book this Airbnb, and you'll see inside the Airbnb, there's a movie room, there's a spa, there's pool table, there's a games room, there's everything you need. The property's high up, it's got a beautiful view, so I'm going to take you along with me to view this property, and I'm most likely going to take it on if obviously numbers are right and everything's fine. I mean, I've been in talks with this agent for quite a while. As I said, once they get one property from you and you fulfill your promises, they'll just keep giving you more. I fulfilled the promises with my other Airbnbs that I got, hence why they came to me again. I'm 18 years old, and this landlord trusts me with any property that he hands to me. So this isn't the first deal that he's handed over to me, okay? But this is a nice, juicy deal that I can see. It just took me a day. He rang me saying, Destiny, property. I was like, yeah, what's the rent? I'll put the screenshot on the screen right now. Literally, the first thing I asked was, what's rent? Boom, viewing tomorrow. So we're here now. We're going to view this property. We're going to see how it is, and I'm basically going to show you guys step by step what to go for, what I'm looking for when I go and view apartments. Let's go. So yes, but we've just met up with the agent, and we're currently walking to the property now. It's a very good location, boys, as you can see. I think it's that, let me put the camera up. I think it's that building down there. So the one thing about this property, it's got a very good view. So we're gonna view this property now. We're gonna negotiate on the price extremely down because it came so late as well. So we've got the upper hand at the moment. Where did he go? In terms of the property deal, but yeah, exactly, look. There's legit pedal right next to the building. That's the building there, that's the pedal right there. So it's looking like a pretty good deal. So boys, we're gonna get in now. We're gonna view this property and see just from first impression, it's pretty good. It's right outside the pedal. You can see pure pedals right there. Entry to the apartments right here. So first impression at the moment is extremely good. I am keen. We'll see how the property's looking at. We'll see how spacious it is. Apparently there's a pool table, there's a games room, there's a cinema room, there's a spa as well. So we'll have a look inside those as well. And if everything's good, then we'll take the deal on. Literally, boys, look at the view. It looks exactly like New York. This is central Manchester. This is where not only me, but also my mentees are getting deals. Okay, we're smashing it. One of my mentees, he's 17 years old. I'm literally going to meet him in a couple of weeks. He lives in Leeds and he's got his first property. And he's making like £1,000 a month at 17 years old. Okay, look at the view. Tell me that you wouldn't take on a property with a view like this. Pedal Club right there. AO Arena right there, Madison Hotel right there. There's competition in the area, there's demand in the area. You can see people walking every second. This road's never not full. It's never not busy. Okay, there's people walking everywhere. There's demand. I have no problems. Like, this is what I mean. You gotta do your due diligence. You gotta get in there. You gotta get first-hand experience. That's what I tell my mentees as well. Any chance you can get, go to viewings, get that first-hand experience, and you can build up confidence. For those of you asking Destiny, how do I know I'm not going to get bookings? Go inside, go to the viewing, look around, and then you should know just by the looks, okay? Even look at that. Destiny, how do I know I'm going to get no bookings? What if I get no bookings? How will you get no bookings? Look where we are. So it's up to you to choose your perfect location. And if you're wondering, how do I choose location, this and that, what do I know how to do? Property Balls Academy, as I said, my mentees are smashing it. 2026 is next month. We're going ham all 2026. I want every single one of my mentees to have a property deal by 2026 or even in 2026. So let's have a look at this property. Let's see what this agent's saying and let's get in the property. Okay. Look at the view, guys. The view's all right, you know. So just one bedroom ensuite. Really nice spacious bathroom. Really nice bathroom. Very modern look. Up to Airbnb specs, just needs furniture. What's in here? What's the boiler? Here you have the boiler. Washing machine. Is that wash and dryer? Yeah. Wash and dryer. All we really need to do with this, sofa bed, TV, decoration, make it more homely, diffusers, make the smell nice. No, that's pretty much it. Yes, my people, it's been about a week now and the deal didn't go through. Okay, it's not a thing where the landlord dropped out because this landlord has been with me on multiple of my properties. Okay, this landlord came to me and presented me with many deals. They're a big part of my rent-to-rent portfolio. It didn't fall through because of trust, and it didn't fall through because of like the landlord didn't want to give me the property. It didn't fall through because I didn't want to take it on. Okay, if you've seen the video, then you've seen that the lounge was really small, smaller than I expected, smaller than what he sent me, and another thing is that the rent was way too much. Okay, everything else was perfect. Okay, there was a hotel in a nearby Radisson Hotel. The hotel did the market research for me, so I didn't really have any issues and knowing whether I'm going to make money or not, because the hotel is literally a 2-minute or 5-minute walk from this Airbnb that I was going to take on. So the hotel's basically done my research for me. So it's not a problem where I didn't know I was going to make money or I was scared to take it on. It just didn't start. It just didn't start. Don't get me wrong, if I was starting my journey again from zero, then I would definitely take it on. Okay, 1, it would be a learning curve. 2, I'll still break even and probably make like £600 to £800 profit every single month. And 3, it's just about getting started. Definitely I'll take it on if I was just getting started. But Now that I've got multiple Airbnbs in my portfolio, it just doesn't make sense to take this property on. I'll be doing the work in terms of furniture and etc. Taking in time, paying rent, which is 1350 times 2, which is 2.7k, all sorts. It just doesn't fit my portfolio, okay? I'm leaning more towards HMOs, but I want to add some more Airbnbs because I only have 2 Airbnbs, okay, in my portfolio. I've got multiple HMOs. I've got like 7 HMOs, more social housing, and 2 Airbnbs, and I want to add more Airbnbs to my portfolio. I can show you guys now. This is basically the landlord that I get most of my properties from. As you can see, 15th of December sent me a deal. He sent me multiple, sends me in loads and loads and loads and loads and loads of deals. Okay, week in, week out, I'm getting deals from this landlord. So it's not a problem where it didn't fall through because the landlord didn't trust me, because I've got multiple properties with this landlord. Okay, and you guys may be wondering, Destiny, how do you get these landlord contacts? How do you get landlords to send you multiple and multiple deals every single week to take on a rent-to-rent on a company let? It's when you have your first one. I think I've said this in this video, I'm not sure, but it's when you get your first one, you fulfill those promises, and when you fulfill the promises, the landlord will come to you again and again and again and present you with more and more deals. You've seen here, look at my phone, multiple deals. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to go on my MacBook and show you guys where the property was and the areas and the demand in the area and the occupancy rate and how much I would have potentially made if I did take this property on. Yes, I didn't take it on because it just doesn't stack with the amount of money that I want to start, the amount of money I want to make, within my next Airbnb that I take. I've done the hard part. I've started my property business. I've got passive income coming every single month. So I don't need an extra £600, an extra £500 a month. I want those big, juicy Airbnbs that make you that 2 grand, that 3 grand, that 1.5k every single month. And I'm just going to show you guys quickly how I calculated the numbers and how I know this just doesn't apply to my portfolio. So yes, boys, what I've got on my screen now is calculation and just AI softwares and Airbnb, just to have a look at the occupancy rate in the area and how much money I could have potentially made if I did take this on. Bearing in mind, if it's a 500, 600, 700 pounds profit per month, I don't need it because I get the same rates on my HMOs with less management. I get more rates from my Airbnbs that have cheaper rent than this. So let's just have a look on how much money I'm going to make. Not I'm going to make, I could have potentially made if I did take this property on. So what I've done here is I put the address, which is Waterhouse Gardens, Cheltenham Hill, which is right next to the AO Arena, 2-minute walk from Victoria Manchester Station, and being fully transparent with you on where I went to go view this property. This is the address here. If you want to look for property around the area, go do your thing. If you even want to take this property on, look for any apartment in this building and I'm basically going to do the maths for you. So we're here now. So what it's saying is, it's saying I'm going to have a 61% occupancy rate and an average day rate of £102. This doesn't take in booking.com, by the way. This is just a brief overview on all the Airbnbs and all the day rates all combined, okay? So this just gives you the middle end. This gives you that average on every single different categories we've got here. We've got average day rate, we've got occupancy rate, we've got projected revenue every single year, okay? I'm just going to use the projected revenue to just calculate how much profit it's saying I'm going to make, okay? So it's saying I'm going to do 22.6k in a year, which is more than the average salary, okay? 22.6k, no, sorry, the rent is 1350 times 12, take away 6,000, yeah, 6.4k profit in a year. 6.4k profit divided by 12. They say I'm going to make £533 every single month. That's not taking in cleaning costs. So you can see, just based on this AI software, you can see why I did not take this deal on. So this is obviously taking in a higher average day rate. Me, myself, I use dynamic pricing, so I kind of change my day rates depending on what time of season it is. It's the dry season at the moment, so I'll probably raise my prices down when it becomes the high season and when there's loads of demand. So in the summer, during spring, Feb, March, May, those type of seasons, I'll raise the price up. So that is called dynamic pricing, and I've implicated that within my Airbnb business with 2 of the Airbnbs I've got that I have managed with management companies. So what I've got here is a property that's right next to the building that I was going to take this property on, and as you can see, the average day rate on here is £102, and this is way below the average day rate. This is below the equilibrium. And just basic economics, when your price is below the equilibrium, there's higher demand and more people can access it. So this is a perfect example to use for that. This just by this, just by the look of this, the lounge is way significantly bigger than the one that we viewed. Kitchen's way bigger. Bedroom's similar size. No, bedroom's much bigger and it's got the same kind of view. So you can see that it's got a very similar layout to the property we just viewed together. That's daytime, that's nighttime, which is pretty good. This has got a nice wardrobe. I don't think mine had a wardrobe. And the bathroom's smaller than mine, but you don't really need a bathroom. The one thing that I say to my mentees that even when you're doing project management or anything to do at property, you don't need a big bathroom if it's an Airbnb. Tenants will prefer a bigger lounge, a bigger bedroom than a bigger bathroom. And the property that we've just viewed together has a bigger bathroom, smaller lounge, and a decently sized bedroom. And it's just too compact. Too compact. It's just two together. Like say you couldn't even have many guests in there. Okay, 4 guests in there, it will feel very cramped. Hence why I didn't take it on as well. It just had me, business partner, and the viewing agent, and it felt quite cramped in there. So, and let's have a look at their bookings with this. As you can see, the price is below the 60-day average. You can see £103 normally, but now it's £91 a night. You can see how precise this AI software is. £102 is off by £1. So let's have a look on how much bookings it's got for the rest of December. So you can see right now it's the 22nd of December. Let's have a look. So it's booked for the whole of December. It's booked for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. It's booked 15 out of 31 days already in January, which is pretty good as well. So as I said to you guys, Radisson Hotel did the research already. Okay, they've done the research within demand. AO Arena is right nearby, which has many events. I think a rapper Kegcast is going there soon. There's massive demand in the area. It's just the fact that this property just doesn't suit me. It doesn't suit my business. It doesn't suit what I'm planning to do with my business. It doesn't suit the heights I'm going to take with this business. You guys may be wondering, oh Destiny, why don't you just get a management company to manage it when you say you're going to be doing management? You're saying that it's going to cost like 2.7k just to get the keys, and you're going to have to spend an extra 2k on furniture just to make £400-500 a month. You've seen what I've done with using this. I've used AirDNA to just do the basic average on how much I'm going to make, and I say I'm going to make £533 a month. Why would I take this property on, do all the work, pay cleaners if I want to systemize it, and make £533 a month? Just doesn't make sense. As I said, this will be a very, very, very good first Airbnb if I was to take it. Not even very, very, very good, but it will be a good starting point if I was starting my journey again. But I'm not. I've been in this industry for quite a while, and this property just doesn't suit what I'm planning to do with this business and the heights I'm trying to take it to. My next Airbnb, I want it to make me at least 2 grand, 1.5k, 3k consistently every single month. Okay, and this just doesn't suit me. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'll see you in the next one.